World Bank-assisted MinDiver Project, founded in 2017, has significantly promoted the use of advanced digital technology to manage geological and mineral information systems. The project, operating under the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development, was established as part of the national strategy to diversify the nation's economy and reduce its reliance on petroleum, with a loan of $120 million from the International Development Association (IDA). Over the course of 7 years, the project has been tasked with implementing integrated activities to enhance the collection, storage, analysis, and dissemination of geological and mineral information.
This project, the MinDiver project, has two key pillars. The first pillar is the enabling environment for the development of the sector, which could not be achieved without making emphasis on the second pillar, and this is something that I like to stress. And the second pillar is really has been properly addressed by MinDiver, because it is about longer term and continuous development, and there is no longer term and continuous development without governance and having robust and solid technical institutions. This is very, very important point.
To achieve this objective, state-of-the-art technology has been deployed across critical mining institutions such as the Nigeria Geological Survey Agency, the Nigeria Mining Cadastre Office, the Nigerian Institute of Mining and Geosciences, the National Metallurgical Development Center, and the National Steel Raw Materials Agency.
The Nigeria Mining Roadmap was created to address the challenges inhibiting the development of the Nigerian mining sector. It emphasized the necessity to enhance geological data acquisition and management, address the infrastructural issues for essential mining institutions, improve institutional governance for efficient rule enforcement, and prioritize workforce development, among other critical requirements.
National Geodata Center. The project established a National Electronic Geodata Center equipped with state-of-the-art hardware and software resources at the Nigerian Geological Survey Agency in Abuja, with 2 substations at the National Steel Raw Material Exploration Agency and the National Geoscience Research Laboratories, both in Kaduna. The center, designed and built by the British Geological Survey, has a robust IT infrastructure that has been used to scan and transform analog data sets over 100 years old into digital formats. This includes crucial data such as Nigerian records in the UK, geological bulletins, maps, historical records with their related metadata, and an updated inventory of national geoscience data holdings. The activity also significantly impacted the digital skills of the staff of the agencies by providing training in database administration, software usage, and maintenance. This training has enhanced the proficiency of the workforce in modern digital workflow management.
So the concept of having what you call a national geodata infrastructure, whereby we have a geodata center where we store and archive this information. The essence of it is to have a storage media where you can input this information, sometimes process some of this information, also retrieve this information and maybe archive them for future use. It also provides a window for interested parties and stakeholders to access information at different levels from the Geodata Center.
National Geosciences Research Laboratories. Also under the Nigerian Geological Survey Agency, the MinDiver project is upgrading the National Geosciences Research Laboratories facilities in Kaduna to ensure that the center meets the accreditation standards set by the International Organization for Standardization, ISO. The ongoing activity will enable the laboratory to meet global testing and calibration proficiency standards. When completed, the activity will enhance the laboratory's credibility, increase customer trust, gain international recognition and encourage the adoption of better operational practices. Additionally, the project supported the renovation and upgrading of the only national core shed to meet the requirements for storing, organizing, and safeguarding geological samples such as drill cores, borehole cuttings, and other relevant samples collected during exploration and mining operations.
The modernization and efficient operation of the core shed in Kaduna forms a central pillar in government effort to de-risk investments in mining. Investors will be provided with opportunities of carrying out due diligence on new cores over areas of interest. This is a relief on the huge capital expenditure demanded in new investments.
Over 50 sets of high-tech laboratory, geodata testing and storage facilities were procured and installed for the use of the agency with ongoing training arrangements. Mining Cadastre Office. To align with international standards, the MinDiver Project upgraded the country's mineral licensing platform from an analog system to an electronic mining cadastre system EMC+. The new system comes with online application procedures, e-recording, and archiving capabilities.
When the cadastre was established, we now migrated the system from the irregular polygons to a cadastral system. And at the end of the day, subsequently, we now computerized the system. We had to completely scan all our documents into one format to be able to now integrate it in the system. We are able to now have preliminary in terms of thematic and restricted maps. We are able to now look at in terms of georeferencing and topographic maps. These are projects that are integrated to ensure that we are not just migrating to an online. The system itself had a maintenance period.
We have upgraded the mining cadastre system. Most of you must be hearing of the EMC+. EMC+ is electronic mining cadastre system, whereby you can stay anywhere in your bedroom, you can apply. You don't need to know the minister, to know the DG. And it's a matter of its compensa. And one good thing about it is transparent.
The platform was also integrated into the new offices established in the country's 6 geopolitical zones: Benin, Enugu, Ibadan, Jos, Kaduna, and Maiduguri. The new mining cadastre digital platform, which was commissioned in November 2022, has significantly improved the efficiency and effectiveness of the cadastre system. It has facilitated better information sharing and integration among regional offices, ensured compliance with laws and regulations, and provided customers with improved services.
It has equally had reasons to increase investors into the sector. And particularly, if you look at the level of compliance, is 100% online. And we had over 10,000 within the last 16 months from the unveiling, over 10,000 applications. And out of that 10,000, we had over 4,000 unassisted. So you can see that the adaptation is 40% in terms of compliance. So we look forward to making sure that it becomes high numbers. We don't mind 100%.
With the EMC Plus, there are a lot of information that you will have without even visiting the mining cadastral office. So that makes the tenement administration very, very easy for everyone to work with.
Additionally, the project has increased transparency and information sharing while reducing operational costs. Real-time data is now readily available as a result of this project.
The portal was open for people anywhere in the world. In a layman's point of view, one can say the online system, which is the EMC Plus, gave opportunities for anybody and everybody anywhere in the world at any point in time to literally have access to the mining cadastre and at the same time submit their applications online, have interactive sessions. So the system was interactive because it's an online system. You make your payments and whatever.
National Metallurgical Development Center. As part of the project's activities, 2 sets of high-resolution mineral identification laboratory equipment were procured and installed at the National Metallurgical Development Center in Jos. Laboratories and other essential buildings were also rehabilitated and modernized. These efforts have strengthened the center's research and testing capabilities, ultimately supporting the advancement of Nigeria's mining and metallurgical sectors.
What we requested for, almost all have been done through the assistance of MinDiver. And you have seen, as you have gone around, this place has a different look than what it was some years back. People coming from outside really appreciate the work done here. And I want to appreciate MinDiver, I want to appreciate the Ministry of Mines and Steel Development then, now Ministry of Steel and Solid Minerals. They played a very big role to see that we improve a lot.
MinDiver assistance and intervention, we have been able to have GTS-1 cut-off machine. We have been able to acquire PM6 machine, lapping machine. We have been able to acquire PM6 polishing machine. And we have a scanning electron microscope. With all this equipment, before now, we were analog. But with the intervention of MinDiver, we can now do this thing in an automated way. And our output is very efficient now. We bring out better results and on time.
Nigerian Institute of Mining and Geosciences. The MinDiver project implemented various initiatives at the Nigerian Institute of Mining and Geosciences to bolster its capabilities and operations in Nigeria's mining sector. These initiatives included upgrading laboratory equipment to ISO standards for efficient geological sample testing, enhancing infrastructure to improve operational efficiency, conducting capacity building programs for staff development, and providing support for research and development activities. These projects were aimed to strengthen the agency's capacity, promote research and training, and contribute to the sustainable growth of the mining industry in Nigeria. Over 22 laboratories, mineral testing and processing equipment were procured and installed at the agency.
We were very lucky to have obtained this equipment. And apart from the equipment, MinDiver innovated some student-centered structures like our chemical analysis laboratory, mineral processing lab in our center in Mining Community Resource Center, and then the ICT Center.
National Steel Raw Materials Exploration Agency. The MinDiver project implemented several initiatives at the National Steel Raw Materials Exploration Agency in Kaduna. These initiatives included procuring laboratory equipment and upgrading critical infrastructure to improve the functionality and efficiency of the agency's exploration and research activities. Over 15 sets of laboratory and mineral testing equipment were procured and are being installed at the agency. Also, the agency's office complex was extensively renovated.
The agency is grateful to MinDiver for the intervention, especially when it comes to rehabilitation and renovation of the exploration house, which house the headquarters of the agency. The exploration house has been in need of one or two repairs for quite some time, and when intervention came from MinDiver, it is a kind of total renovation. It is in total in the sense that they touch virtually all aspects of the building.
The project also took steps to support the development of Nigeria's steel industry. It conducted a baseline study to assess the potential for growth in upstream activities and the metal sector value chain. The study involved a detailed analysis of the current status of the steel-making value chain, identifying opportunities and challenges in utilizing locally available raw materials. Under this activity, the project developed operational guidelines and safety procedures for the steel industry. This guideline would enable the steel and metallurgical inspectorate departments to manage their operations efficiently. Also, a review of the iron assets of the National Iron Ore Mining Company in Itakpe was conducted. 4 mineral deposits were evaluated for their potential to supply raw materials to the Ajaokuta steel plant. Also, guidelines and strategies were proposed to develop iron ore deposits to support the sustainable growth of the steel industry in Nigeria.
I've had the privilege of interactions with MinDiver, and I see the level of efficiency with which they carry out their programs. I am also aware that efforts have been made in the direction of how they can help NIOMCO get better. In terms of enrichment, the presence of MinDiver has helped in refocusing the mining industry in Nigeria. Iron ore being one of the 7 strategic minerals, it has also helped in aligning NIOMCO along that line.
Solid Minerals Development Fund. The project also conducted an activity on restructuring the Solid Minerals Development Fund to boost its role in stimulating investment in the mining sector. The activity clarified the administrative structure and legal framework for funding mechanisms to promote active investment in the mining sector.
We can't write our history without MinDiver, and I'm very proud of what MinDiver has done for the sector and for the country at large. We have three major funds. One is for growth, one is for exploration, greenfield exploration, and we also have one that is like a social investment inclined fund in terms of the environment and gender and all that.
The launch of a new SMDF with a clearer mandate, defined governance structure, investment strategies, and corporate direction has attracted long-term investments, further solidifying Nigeria's position as a key player in the mining industry.
So in real terms, projects are being impacted. We're supporting private sector projects that are sustainable. We're looking at doing agro minerals to support food security, and the BOI facility will be aimed at industrial minerals, where the AFC one is focused on metals, special precious metals, and energy transition minerals like lithium. So across the board, end to end, we're providing services for all the products that people are after in the sector.
Nigerian Mineral Resources Decision Support System, NMRDSS. As part of the efforts to transform the technological base of the Nigerian Mineral Information System for data storage and use, the MinDiver Project conducted an extensive review and upgrade of the Nigerian Mineral Resources Decision Support System, NMRDSS, based in the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development and Ministry of Steel Development to improve decision-making processes related to mineral resources in Nigeria. The activity focused on enhancing the geological map at a scale of 1 to 2 meters and improving the mineral occurrence database within the system. The ministry's workforce was trained on site and overseas on using the enhanced platform to access and enter geoscientific data effectively. The project focused on integrating the Nigerian Mineral Resources Decision Support System into the daily operations of mining agencies to enhance decision-making processes. It also provides a platform for engaging with the national and international mining community, allowing stakeholders to provide feedback for improving the NMRDSS front end, aligning it with industrial standards and enhancing its usability and effectiveness.
One of the key things is, let's say as a summary of what this platform does, is brings all the departments together in a way that they can bring all this data together, connect the data, and from there build, let's say, models for the investors to be able to make decisions over that. Another component of the system that we have built is the DSS, Decision Support System, which is a platform that is available already online, that they can, through just a click or let's say typing in the URL, they can access all this data. They visualize the data and they start making their own conclusions from, let's say, geophysical data, geochemical data, mineral occurrences, and they start identifying areas that they would like to jump in.
Artisanal and small-scale mining, ASM. MinDiver has made remarkable progress in acquiring state-of-the-art monitoring equipment and infrastructure to support the formalization of artisanal mining and utilize remote sensing technology. These efforts were directed at integrating artisanal miners into cooperatives and mineral enterprises. The remote sensing system, which was established at the headquarters of the Ministry of Steel Development, collects real-time data on artisanal mining sites. This system has improved the understanding of ASM activities and facilitated their formalization. Using remote sensing technology, the ministry now acquires valuable data on mining operations, enabling better governance and improving the capacity for mining site surveillance. Over 30 mining sites are currently under observation, and ground truthing has been done in 8 states to validate the data and ensure its accuracy and reliability. Over 1,500 ASM cooperatives have been registered. Mines environmental compliance. The MinDiver project has played a crucial role in improving environmental management and regulatory compliance in the mining sector. This was achieved by supporting the Ministry's Mines Environmental Compliance Department in reviewing the current legal and regulatory frameworks governing environmental management in mining to align them with international standards, particularly World Bank safeguards policies. Capacity building training programs were conducted for 162 staff members of the ministry and stakeholders involved in environmental management in the Nigerian mining sector. In addition, MinDiver introduced the groundbreaking Environmental and Social Information Management System. This system is a comprehensive repository that collects and organizes critical data from key mining areas and is linked with the decision support system. The platform ensures that environmental and social factors are integrated into decision making. Manpower development. MinDiver project focused on building capacity and enhancing proficiency in mining institutions. Training programs were organized for staff across departments and agencies of the ministry to improve their skills and knowledge base and equip them with expertise to drive the mining sector forward. Over 300 employees of the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development and the Ministry of Steel Development benefited from the MinDiver Manpower Development Program, which offered training in project management, change management, monitoring and evaluation, and information technology.
The MinDiver project placed great emphasis on capacity building, as it was identified as a critical area of need in the roadmap. For the sector to progress, it is essential to have well-trained and efficient personnel. This became even more crucial because MinDiver introduced innovative technology into the services of the institutions across the sector.
Women in mining. The project upgraded the MinDiver grievances redress mechanism to align with sector needs, conducted a gender impact assessment, and endorsed a gender strategy to empower women affected by mining impacts. Women in mining in Nigeria received support for women's development advocacy, and citizen engagement and social accountability mechanisms were implemented in both the MinDiver project and the mining sector. The MinDiver project has been a game changer for Nigeria's mining sector. The project has strongly improved the management of Nigeria's mineral resources through the use of cutting-edge digital technology. These advancements have improved accessibility to real-time data, modernized the mineral licensing platform, and enhanced decision-making processes related to mineral resources. The Nigerian mining sector is now enjoying considerable attention from the global investment community, and this would have a great impact on the contribution of the mining industry to the nation's economic growth.